if you don't eat enough protein, here's what happens in your body. Hey guys, today we are talking about one of the most important nutrients out there, protein. And if you aren't getting enough of it, I'm going to tell you exactly what happens in your body. First off, let's talk about why protein is so darn important. Protein is the building block of muscles, but it's also an essential component of organs, skin, hormones, and pretty much everything else that makes you. It helps repair muscles after a workout, supports immune function, aids in metabolism, and a million other things. Without it, your body literally can't rebuild itself. But how do you know if you're not getting enough protein? Well, there are a few signs to look out for. First, you'll probably feel tired all the time even if you get plenty of sleep. You see, amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein, play a role in energy metabolism. So if you're low on protein, your body may struggle to convert food into energy, leaving you feeling fatigued. Another sign is slow recovery after workouts. Protein is crucial for muscle repair, so if you're not eating enough of it, your muscles may take longer to recover after exercise. This can result in lingering soreness and stiffness, making it harder to get back into your workout routine. If you aren't getting enough protein, you might also find that you're losing muscle or not gaining any at all. Even though you're training hard and eating a generally healthy diet, your body will start breaking down muscle tissue to use as an amino acid source, so you can actually lose muscle mass and strength. Other signs include hair thinning and weak nails because keratin, which is a protein, is a major component of both. So if you're protein deficient, these parts of your body can suffer. You might also experience cravings, especially for sweet or carbohydrate-rich foods. When your body doesn't have enough amino acids, it can trigger hormonal changes that stimulate your appetite. This is because your body tries to compensate for the lack of protein by making you feel hungrier. Unfortunately, this often leads to overconsumption of carbohydrates and sugars, which can contribute to weight gain and nutrient deficiencies. And those are just the general signs. Let's now talk specifically about the effects on muscle growth and training. If you don't eat enough protein, it's basically game over when it comes to hypertrophy. Without sufficient protein intake, your body won't have the necessary raw materials to build and repair muscle tissue, so you'll never see the kind of muscle growth that you want. A lack of protein can also seriously mess with your training. For starters, your body will start breaking down muscle for amino acids, which means you'll have less muscle to work with during your workouts. You might notice that you can lift lighter weights for fewer reps, which can lead to decreased strength and performance. When you don't consume enough protein, recovery becomes slow and painful. Your muscles need amino acids to repair after a workout, and a lack of protein can lead to increased inflammation, delayed healing, and persistent soreness. Plus, if you don't have enough protein, your risk of injury goes up because connective tissues like tendons and ligaments rely on protein for strength and stability. So those are the main effects on muscle growth and training. But what about overall health? Well, a protein deficiency can weaken your immune system, leaving you more susceptible to colds and infections. That's because proteins play a vital role in immune function by helping produce antibodies and other infection-fighting compounds. Without enough protein, your body's defense mechanisms become compromised, making you more vulnerable to illnesses. Another issue is that when you don't get enough protein, you might lose muscle mass, which can slow down your metabolism and make it easier to gain fat. So you can see that not getting enough protein affects far more than just your physique and performance. It can really throw off your entire body. Let's dive into some more effects. A lack of protein can also impact your mood because your brain uses amino acids to produce serotonin, dopamine, and other neurotransmitters that regulate mood, focus, and sleep. So when you're protein deficient, you might experience increased feelings of anxiety and depression or irritability. In extreme cases, not getting enough protein can lead to edema, which is a condition where there's an abnormal buildup of fluid in your body's tissue. Protein helps regulate fluid balance, so a deficiency can disrupt this balance, leading to swelling in the legs, ankles, or other parts of the body. Not getting enough protein can also cause skin problems like dryness, roughness, and a loss of elasticity because skin proteins such as collagen and elastin require adequate protein intake to maintain their structure and function. So if you're protein deficient, your skin might suffer. And lastly, a lack of protein can lead to anemia because hemoglobin, which is a protein in red blood cells responsible for carrying oxygen throughout your body, requires sufficient protein intake to function properly. So without enough protein, your body might struggle to transport oxygen effectively, leading to symptoms like fatigue, weakness, and shortness of breath. Now you're probably wondering, how much protein do I actually need? Well, the good news is you don't need a ton to meet your daily requirements. The average person should aim for 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. For athletes or bodybuilders who are more active or have specific protein requirements, the range is a bit higher, typically between 1.6 and 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. However, it is important to spread your protein intake across multiple meals throughout the day rather than consuming it all at once. This helps your body absorb and utilize the protein more efficiently. And please don't rely solely on protein shakes as a way to meet your protein needs. While they are convenient, it's important to get your protein from whole food sources such as lean meats, poultry, fish, beans, lentils, nuts and seeds. These sources provide not only protein but also essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber that are important for overall health and well-being. As far as the best sources of protein go, animal sources like chicken, beef, eggs, fish and dairy products are considered complete proteins because they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs. Plant-based sources like tofu, lentils, quinoa, tempeh, and beans are also excellent protein options. While some plant proteins may be lacking in certain amino acids, combining different plant-based protein sources can provide you with all the amino acids you need. And if you're still wondering, supplements like whey and casein protein powder can be beneficial for those who struggle to meet their protein needs through diet alone. Vegan protein blends are also available for individuals following a plant-based diet. So there you have it. Those are the things that happen when you don't eat enough protein. Now you understand why getting enough protein is so important. It's not just for building muscles, but for overall health, energy levels, and well-being. So make sure you're fueling your body right. You can't build anything without the raw material. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching, and remember to track your intake for a few days. You might be surprised